Let's talk about Tom Lockyer. Since the start of this season, Tom Lockyer has been arguably one of Luton's best players this season, and the performance against Blackpool just proved on how important he is at the moment in Luton Town squad. Yes, we've got a lot of injuries at the moment, and that's why he's also more important, but the fact that he's performing well consistently week in, week out, it just shows you how good of a defender Tom Lockyer is at this level. I don't personally think I've seen a defensive performance from a Luton Town centre-half like we did see yesterday against Blackpool in a very long time. It was that good of a performance. And if you look at the statistics surrounding Tom Lockyer yesterday from all these apps and websites that do all this stats and statistics and rate him out of 10, he got given like a 9.6. For a centre-half to get a 9.6 rating, he had probably one of his best ever performances. One in a Luton Town shirt, but maybe in his whole career. That's how good it was yesterday. And what a great centre-half we have got. Just remember, we signed him on a free transfer. He only had one season for Charlton in the Championship. And we thought, yeah, he's the right player for us. And we signed him. And so many, I remember so many supporters when Luton signed Tom Lockyer from Charlton fans, all over social media going, you've got a rubbish defender, he'll be joining League One next year. I remember Bristol Rovers fans, they were gutted to let him go because he obviously achieved back-to-back promotions, and obviously he is a Bristol Rovers, youth product. So they were obviously gutted to let him go to Charlton. But the fact that Charlton fans, mocked us for signing him, honestly, he is so good, and we're just seeing it. We are just seeing how good of a defender he is. He wins balls in the air, he tackles well. He also winds strikers up. You can see it on the pitch when you watch him. He irritates strikers. The way I watched him irritate Andy Carroll was great to see. You can also get a lot of strikers sent off because strikers get angry, and you can see. And Tom Lockyer is always that one in the, in the middle, in the heated, like on the pitch when he gets handbags on the pitch. He's in the middle there, winding people up, trying to get players sent off. I really enjoy watching Tom Lockyer, and I describe Tom Lockyer as the Danny Hilton defender. Literally just a Danny Hilton version, but just a defender version of Danny Hilton. It's absolutely brilliant to watch him. Sometimes I do think he's going to get himself trouble here. He's going to get himself sent off. But I just just from watching him in the stands, I just enjoy watching him play. He's adapted well to the three at the back system. He adapts well in a 4. He should be called up to Wales. If he does not get called up to the World Cup for Wales, you've got to ask questions on what more he needs to do. He's put on one of the best performances you'll ever probably see in the Championship this season, yet he doesn't get called up to the Welsh squad. That would just be mind-blowing to me. But then, them not calling him up is our game, because then he probably less likely of him getting injured at the World Cup as well. So I guess that is the positive if he doesn't get called up. But what a performance. Honestly, Tom Lockyer, fair play. Just fair play. And I just wanted to make this video because I feel like I just need to highlight him on how good he's been for Luton. The amount of clean sheets we've got this season, he's been a massive part of it. He's remained fit, and I watched his interview after the Blackpool game yesterday, and he said something which I was quite shocked about, and he said he's playing his best ever football since his Charlton days, and that was like nearly 3 years ago. So we're now getting like the best version of Tom Lockyer, and apparently he hasn't been, injury free until the start of this season, which I find mind blowing. I didn't realise how bad his ankles were for the first 2 seasons at Luton, but he was saying that this is the first time like in his career at Luton where he's playing matches and he's not coming off injured. He's not, he doesn't have any like hangover injuries. I never knew that what certain players go through, and we find this stuff out, I bet you there's probably fans in the first 2 years saying, oh, that Tom Lockyer, he's too injury prone for me. I don't think he's got what it takes to play for Luton. But then you see him this year and you're like, what the hell was I talking about for the first 2 years? I love it when players prove people wrong, and you know, show what they can actually do. And if we believe in these types of players, then, you know, look at them fulfill their potential. And I just have to say, what a signing it was in the first place to bring him in. Just what a great signing he has been. And if he stays at the club, which I do think he will do, he will go down as well, I wouldn't say go down as a club legend, but go down as, you know, one of, you know, many fans' favourite players to play for Luton. Definitely, maybe in their top 11, you know, top 11 best, you know, best centre-half in their top 11. You know, he's certainly in mine. It used to be Luke Wilkinson and Steve McNulty. They used to be my favourite centre-halves, but I have to say Tom Lockyer is now in my all-time best 11 with McNulty, you know. McNulty and Tom Lockyer as the centre-back partnership. But yeah, it's Tom Lockyer. I had to make this video about him on how well he's been performing. Hopefully he continues from now to the end of the season. If he does, he will get into Team of the Year. There's no doubt about it. That's how well he's performing. The amount of clean sheets we're getting. The 1-0 away to Blackpool is probably one of the best performances, the best results so far this season in terms of what we're currently going through at the moment. You know, with the amount of injuries which we've got at the back especially, you know, that's what makes the win against Blackpool even more special. Although Blackpool are not competing, you know, into those playoff places, but the fact that what we got going through, you know, we were playing a 3 at the back. Dan Poxton comes off injured. We then switched to a 4. Tom Lockyer is playing as a centre half next to James Bree, who isn't a centre back. He is a right back. And we're still keeping clean sheets. We're still defending for our lives. The videos have obviously gone out on social media as well over the last 24 hours of how good our defending was. And he's the main part of that. He's one of the main reasons on why we're keeping these clean sheets. And I just wanted to say, fair play, man. Tom Lockyer, keep this up. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Tom Lockyer recently. What a guy, man. I really am enjoying watching him play. But let me know down in the comment section, guys. Are you enjoying watching Tom Lockyer play for Luton Town at the moment? Please let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.